What's up, nerds? This is Lance.
And this is Antoine.
And you're listening to the Emo Otaku Podcast, the show where we talk about everything anime and music. And you're listening to episode... honestly,
107?
Sure, 107. 107 sounds right. It's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week.
It's been a fucking week.
107.
107 sounds right. Before we get into things, before we start nerding out, we're not a political podcast, but I do want to say a few things. Nothing crazy. I just want to say something real quick. If you don't want to hear this, you can skip forward probably like 20 seconds. What happened this week kind of fucking sucks. But hey, any he, hims, she, hers, they, thems, whoever the fuck you are, you got friends with us. We don't care your sexual preference or anything, your gender identity, your fucking religious background. I don't give a shit. We're all fucking nerds. I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes and we're nerds. But I will say one thing. Fuck you. You know who you are. Fuck you. But, yeah, I don't care.
Started way more positive than it ended. I want to see where that was going.
It's just, if you've listened to this podcast at all or know us personally, you know where we stand politically. But we love you. You know who you are. We don't love certain people right now. It's not great. I'm a little scared about how it's going to go the next 4 years. Luckily, I'm out in 10 months, and I'm probably going to move to another country in about a year.
Well, I'm more worried about what it's going to be like when I'm not in the military. Like the job market and everything and all the tariffs. I mean, we're not going to get into it, but I'm more worried about the economy and the stability that's going to come.
Yeah.
Especially like if this whole Project 2025 thing happens.
Yeah.
Like
the reason I wanted to say that, though, like telling you guys, like, if you need to talk to somebody, you can talk to us, is there was like a record high in unalivings yesterday at like 2,200 people.
Yeah, and like suicide hotlines and shit like that having holds. So take care of yourselves. Look out for each other.
If you need to talk to somebody, we're here. Your friends are there, even if they suck right now. I promise you, we would rather listen to you cry and talk you through that than have you just not be here. So whoever you are, I promise we're going to get through this. And hey, maybe we're going to be wrong. Maybe it'll be okay for the next 4 years. Who fucking knows?
I would like to be wrong.
I would prefer to be wrong. Most of us would really prefer to be wrong.
There's a little bit of me that's bitter, and I'm like, I kind of hope it is terrible.
Oh, I mean,
just so like everyone suffers.
There is a little bit of me that's like, I can't wait to say, I'm not going to say I told you so. I'm going to say, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, because a lot of people I feel like are spite voters were like, it's not, I didn't vote because this is good. I voted against that.
Yeah.
And so like, the whole like, you're going to suffer from this too, but it's okay because I'll hurt someone else more than me. Yeah. So I get it. I'm petty. I'm a very petty person, so I understand the mindset.
Fucking everybody.
Yeah. It's fine and it's like small scale, but we'll see where it goes.
Also, Ted Cruz, really? Really?
Oh, Texas is so awesome and the people here are so great.
Fort Worth is good, even though they voted red, which is crazy. I don't know how the fuck. Sorry. Ted Cruz thing really bothered me more than anything, honestly.
I mean, the dude's been in there for forever. No one's voting for Ted Cruz. They're voting. I
know they're voting red. I get it.
Yeah.
But you voted a Canadian Puerto Rican guy that left you and went to Cancun when the fucking state was frozen, instead of voting for a fourth generation Texan who played football in a college in this state and was in the military. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, they don't really care about.
I know.
They don't really care.
They don't care about the issues. Anyway. That's enough politics. Love you, nerds. You fucking nerds.
He's in a mood today.
Bro, today I feel better than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I was in TAPS class. I could not do I couldn't focus.
Yeah, luckily I'm off. I'm on leave, so I just kind of got to sit at home and just be like, wow, America sucks now. And I just kind of got to just get all my vibes out yesterday.
Yeah, you'll notice I didn't watch a whole lot of stuff because...
I did a lot of tracking things leading into Tuesday. And then yesterday was kind of just disconnected from everything.
So like that was my plan, but this weekend we ended up she wanted to go see a movie, so I did watch a movie. But she wanted to go see a movie in theaters, so we did that and then met Scotty. I don't think you've met him yet because you haven't really. It was the little light skinned kid with the glasses. The YN2. He was probably in the office when he came by.
Yeah. I saw
Okay.
him. Yeah.
So we met him out there. Him and his boyfriend, we met them at Nickel. And then Tim also came. Tim is not his boyfriend, but Tim did show up.
I know Tim's not his boyfriend. I've met Tim.
Well, I don't know. You never know. Tim could be, could be playing both sides of the fence.
That mustache does scream, I need to be ridden.
Exactly. He's a handsome boy. So we met them at Nickel, drank, and then we went to Panther City Barbecue, where you and I went.
I love that place.
I know, so good. So we got a shit ton of barbecue for free because we know like one of her best friends, both of her kids work there.
Oh, okay.
So we got we were going there to use like gift cards, and then they were like, "No, we got it." And we're like, "Bro, what are you doing?" It's like ton of barbecue.
Shut up and say thank you. That's what you're doing.
No, she sent him like $20 each on their like cash.
Did they buy the food for you, or was it just free? Like they gave it away?
No, like when they typed everything in, they're like, I got it. So I think it came out of their like.
Oh,
purse.
so yeah, then I would. Yeah, I was like, if they're just giving me free food, I'm like, that's on you, dog.
No. It was like they didn't need to do that.
Okay, yeah, that's.
And then we had a couple shots there, so we were pretty fucked up when we got home. And so Sunday was also a wash.
Yeah. So you lose that day, and then you just lose it.
And Monday I wasn't feeling great either. Like it was bad because we drank Friday and Saturday. Friday we went to Chili's. Had a couple margs. Man. Dude, I love Chili's.
I don't remember last time I got drunk. I was like,
probably with me. Most likely.
Honestly, yeah, I think it was the last time me and you got drunk. Whenever that was.
When we went out, it couldn't have been when we were here.
That's when we went out. We went out for something.
Was that when we went to Nickel that time?
Yeah, that's the last place I've been drunk.
No. Oh yeah, because you didn't get drunk. None of us got drunk when we went to the brewery.
Yeah,
we had like 2 beers and left.
That was like
it would have had to be like Nickel or something like that.
It's been a minute. I don't really drink much anymore. Like I have a drink or two here and there, like when I'm on travel for work. But I think the most I've had in one sitting since then is 2 beers.
That's probably good, instead of like yesterday I drank heavily because of obvious things.
I had that last hangover and I was like, I think I'm good for a while. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll wait for like a birthday or something before I get drunk again.
Yeah.
Like it's for now on, it's like, it's going to be an occasion. Like something needs to have happened that deserves me to give up 24 hours of my life.
If I somehow make first class it's like a miracle,
sure, I'll go get drunk with you.
I don't see it happening, so don't worry about it.
I'm not stressing at all. Let's be clear.
I'm not stressed at all. It would be tight. I would like that just to be able to say like I made first class while I was in the military, and I'll get paid first class pay for like a few months.
I mean, money's money.
Money is money, and that is definitely the best part about this class is seeing how much I'm going to get paid disability wise, and then realizing how much money that Huey and Cam make just off disability.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
It's ridiculous. Plus they both have retirements, and then he works for fun. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
One day, baby. One day.
I know. I can't fucking wait. Yeah. But do you want to go first? What did you watch? What did you
I'll
watch?
go there. Burnt there. I'm gonna do anime first.
Sure.
So caught up on Dawn to Dawn.
Okay, I didn't watch today's episode.
I have not watched today's yet.
Okay, then I'm caught up.
Yeah. That's the only one I haven't watched.
I was gonna watch it, but then I was like, he probably hasn't watched this today, so I did not watch it.
Yeah. So I am officially, this is where I stopped reading. Where this episode went, the way it ended, I had not read that in the manga.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, cool. Now I was wondering like, how is his power gonna work? And then I'm like, oh, okay. Now I see. Like when the whole closet thing, I'm like, oh, so she's still sticking around a little bit. I'm kind of glad. I like Turbo Granny. Like the banana thing is kind of ridiculous.
It feels when she went into the like the cat thing, the lucky cat, it made me think of Bleach.
Yeah.
It's like the first thing I thought of.
And then I was wondering like the outro for the show.
Yeah.
I know it keeps popping up in the intro too. And I was like, okay, so Turbo Granny's going to stay around. That's going to be like the shrine. And then he's going to like pull the soul out and that's going to be his power versus her psychic power. So it's like, okay, cool. This is how he stays powerful through the whole series. So glad she's still around. Hopefully she stays a little more
Yeah, because right now I love the animation. Like, I love the animation, but I hate the fucking story. It's too much fucking dicks and stuff.
Okay,
like,
but the story
just
itself, like
hate it.
I just like, I remember reading it and like I
like
really
the plot.
Yeah, the
I
concept
hate the
of
fucking
like
story.
Like, I believe in ghosts and I believe in aliens, and then they're both like telling the other one they're idiots, but they're both right. Yeah.
No, I like that part. I just don't like. I fucking don't like Turbo Granny personally, and I don't like how every ghost just talks about bananas or just straight up dicks. And Grandma's like, "Let me see that dick."
She's
boy.
the only ghost that's done it.
No, the fucking the one that they fought at her house also talked about wanting his banana. The big giant one.
That was an alien.
Okay. Fucking two extraterrestrials.
Ghosts aren't extraterrestrial. They're very terrestrial.
Two baddies.
Okay.
Fucking bitch.
You got to keep up, man. There's going to be ghosts. There's going to be aliens. That's why I like it. Which one is it?
They're also being a little too creepy with the girl character. It's getting a little too sexualized for a fucking high school character.
I mean, that's name an anime.
Right.
I
agree. I'm telling you the things that I don't like about this anime.
I agree. And it's going to be one of those, like, this is going to have to be really good to, like, make me stomach this.
Yeah, so far, each week is getting a little more difficult for me to keep watching this. I stay for the animation and the plot, but the story, the shit that's happening every week is not necessarily keeping me wanting to come back.
I don't know. I mean, other than the initial Turbo Granny, obviously, and then the first Aliens, I don't really think it's been that consistent.
Maybe not for you, but I've cringed every single episode.
I mean, I've definitely cringed every episode. Not saying that, but like just like the consistency. You're making it seem like it's like the whole show.
No, but you know how I feel about that shit. So obviously it fucking is more.
You watch Chain Soldier.
I did that for you, you bitch.
I didn't tell you to watch that.
Yes,
shit.
you did. We made a deal.
No. You had started watching it.
No, there was a deal. The deal was I had to watch that if you were going to watch, and you didn't keep your side of the deal. You were supposed to get to the fucking time skip of One Piece. That was the deal.
I don't remember making that.
Yeah, I know you don't remember making that, but that I do because I had to watch Chain fucking Soldier.
I think you just liked it.
No, I fucking did.
I'm not judging you, man. You just like that shit. It's cool, bro.
The story was cool, but I mean, you say so much tits.
I mean, you say you didn't like it, but you watched the whole fucking thing, so.
I hate you so much.
I remember putting a gun to your head.
Anyway, next.
Grown-ass man paying taxes over here watching that shit. Either way, I'm still enjoying it. It is very cringe. But what I do like about it outweighs that. If it gets to that line, then I'll walk away.
Yeah, it's getting close for me personally.
Yeah, like I said, that's why I'm like, what I was getting to before you jumped in on how much you love Chain Soldier.
Oh my God.
How like this episode's a little more toned down, and I hope it kind of goes down that trend. Like I know it's going to come back up just from those first couple episodes.
If it's very random and it happens like every couple episodes, I'm fine with it. But if it's an every episode thing, then I'm out.
Or like every villain, we'll call them, does it, then I'm like, I'm going to be with you too. I will say that opening was very... So I mean, it's kind of like how you said about like Goblin Slayer, like, oh my God, the show's so terrible, like from the opening, and I'm like, the whole show's not like that. You know what I mean? Like you kind of
Goblin Slayer does pretty much stay around that. It's still pretty bad.
The initial episode premise.
I mean, it's definitely not as bad as the first episode, but that shit does happen later on. We're so desensitized to it because I brought stuff up to you and you're like, oh, I forgot about that.
No, I'm not saying there's not other bad parts, but you watched that first episode and clutch your pearls, like that was just going to be the whole show.
So fucking bad. That first episode is crazy.
I still think like there's shit you've watched and enjoyed that's way worse than that.
I don't think so.
Okay.
You can't say Berserk because it's reading. It's different.
It's pretty bad in the anime too, which you've now seen. What happens to Griff?
Yeah, I mean, it was really bad, but luckily I was fucking prepared for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
but I didn't have to see the horse.
I think that's in the
right, but I didn't have to see the horse.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's worth reading it sometimes, honestly, because then you have to like use your imagination to sound it out, or like I don't know. That's just me. Sometimes I'd rather just watch it.
I don't put any motion to the horse.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Sounds like you're fucking putting motion behind it. You're like, I had to use my imagination. How does the horse gonna fuck her?
I mean, you don't have to. It's literally there. I'm just saying when you're reading a book with words, like you have to imagine what you're reading.
Oh, I'm talking about manga, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. I mean, even that, you don't have to imagine it because it's drawn there for you.
Right, but there's no motion to it.
Yeah, okay. I'm not disputing the motion. I was
It's
saying
not one
like
of those picture books where
you
you do this with it.
like a hologram. Of
Oh, I would hate that.
No, I'm just saying, like,
that's
reading,
something that they should think about doing because it would be crazy, but also there's perverts, so they would do that with it.
my leg just fell asleep.
They do it for like my stepmom's best friend or whatever the hell that one is. I think that's one of those hentai ones. I think it's called like
Stepmom's best friend. I mean, it probably is.
I don't know. It's stepmom's best friend or some shit.
Breast friend?
That works. Stepmom's friends. That's what it's called. Stepmom's friends.
No.
They're all just horny and they fuck him.
So it's like every hentai that's ever existed.
Correct.
Okay. I was like, basically there's going to be some plot to this.
No, it definitely does not have a plot.
I was like, well, why am I paying attention? He's like, I don't know where this is going.
Yeah.
So in this porn, they have sex. And I'm like, tell me more. I'm taking notes.
Yeah. They should put a hologram in that.
Yeah. Well, what I meant to just say is like when you're reading, I mean, any genre of book, you have to imagine it in your head. And I feel like that's like the big issue with adaptation is it'll never live up to what you do in your head because you're always going to imagine something probably worse to the descriptions than it's going to be on a screen.
Yeah, but I don't know if you know anything about me, but I don't read. I haven't read a single book this year.
Okay. I think that's what I'm supposed to say.
I told somebody, I don't know who I was talking to, but I told them how many books I read this year, and they were like, what the fuck, dude?
Still sitting at 0, baby.
I'm about, if you include the manga, I'm at about 50.
God damn.
If you include like manga volumes, then yeah.
I was going to say, I'm not counting individual chapters.
No.
I'm talking even like volumes. Because you could read a volume in like an hour or two for most.
Volumes are like 250 pages. That counts as a book.
Okay,
That's a book.
Yeah. But there's pictures, so you can read through it.
Right, but okay. Here's a perfect example. I could count fucking 300 chapters as a fucking book.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
I read 3 chapters before you got here today. But that took me a while because there's actually the 3 chapters that I read didn't have a ton of fucking dialogue. It was pretty great.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Sorry.
We'll get to that. Anyways, fuck, I lost what was have I
The only thing you talked about is Don Don.
Okay, yeah. I went back and I checked out the 3rd episode of Dragon Ball Daimyo.
I thought you were done with it.
I know, but I feel like
you just love punishing yourself.
no, like it's just like I said, it's not bad. It's just not for me. But
it's not bad. It's just not great. It's just not good.
Like I could see why it would be good for the target audience. It's just not me. But like I also feel like almost like guilty. Like I have to watch this.
You don't, dude.
I know I don't, but I was like,
don't do that.
And I was like, it's 1 episode a week. You can. I mean, I did the same thing with Boruto.
Okay.
Like when the anime first came out, until like I couldn't stomach once it hit that filler 100 episode point where I was just like, all right, it's just going to be nonstop filler. And then I realized the manga was monthly, so like it was going to be at least a year of filler before it picked up again. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to read. That's when I started reading the manga. Like it's kind of how I felt. 3rd episodes, I feel exactly the same. There's going to be some Dragon Ball diehards that love it no matter what. I feel like there's going to be a lot of younger, newer anime fans that are going to love it. Nothing inspiring happened. The plot just got a little more interesting, I think, than it started off. It seems like it's actually going somewhere. I'll let you know because clearly I'm going to keep watching this. But
yeah, you are.
I'm still just, as of right now, I am my anime nerd inside is just like, you have to watch this. And I'm like, you're right, Akira Toriyama, I do have to watch this. I feel obligated. So I'm in. I'm gonna keep watching it, and I'm gonna hopefully I'll start to enjoy it. But if not, I'm still gonna watch it.
Good luck.
So I'll keep you posted. Watch more Garo Vanishing Line. That one I told you came out in 2017. That feels like a late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
So the main character and the girl, they're both looking for the same thing, El Dorado. He ends up not trying to help her. And then, of course, she tries to track him down to get help. She's trying to find her brother. Like, this is the most 2000s anime ever. They end up running into each other by coincidence because of something that they're both doing. He, once again, doesn't want to help her. She asks his help. He ends up having to save her because she gets involved. And then now they're working together even though he doesn't really want to. And he's protecting her. So it's one of those stories.
Yeah.
2 new characters been introduced that have both kind of come and gone. It's one of those 2 where like people from his past, like they kind of work with him, but like people from his past come and go in the story too, where it's like this character just shows up and they have a history. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the most 2000 shit ever. The fights are getting weirder. It's like the fights seem like they'd be super cool if the camera could fucking stop. This motion sickness thing is getting more because now he's fighting more and more on his motorcycle. So it's just so much fucking motion, and it's like you're drawing this as if there's like a spinning camera on a drone. I don't know why they're doing this. And it's literally like I'm laying on my side watching it on my phone. I had to like sit up again. Like every episode when the fight starts, if I'm going to keep watching, I have to literally sit up and watch the fight so I don't get the spins.
When I watched, oh my God, I just blanked on it. The one with the guy that goes bang.
Fuck, what is that?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
With the grandpa and shit.
Yeah, where they become cyborgs. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, something what? Oh, something Rashiki.
Doroshiki? Hiroshiki.
It's longer than that.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I know what you
Anyways, that one. Where the fuck was I going with that?
I don't know. You didn't get anywhere. So
fucking motion sickness because all the shit that was going on.
Yeah,
plus
like
it was
when
like
weird CGI. Like the shitty CGI parts.
Yeah.
This one does that too, where there's parts where like the motorcycle just starts looking shiny.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's CGI.
Yeah. It's the same with like Don at times. Like there's no way I could watch that shit on my side.
Yeah, especially when he starts running and shit.
Yeah, and then like when they do panels and shit, there's no way.
Yeah. Let's see, what else did I want? And then I needed something chill. So I went back and I picked up Monogatari again.
Okay.
It's good. I mean, I finished. There's 2 Nico Monogatari stories, Black Cat and White Cat. I went and watched both of those. They're like 4 episodes each, I think. So it's like 8 episodes. It just gives more. Well, one gives kind of backstory on one of the side characters, and then the second one's like a follow-up to that one about that character and like the power she has. 'Cause obviously, each one of them has some spirit over that's haunting them because of something in their past or their life. And then the first story is about kind of goes over how she got the power and it coming back. And then the second one is something else happens, so it comes back again and just doing, it's all like trauma or whatever. So it's just that. But that's pretty good. It's pretty good. It was less horny than the shit I saw before, which was nice. Good. I don't think it's going to stay consistent like that.
Probably not.
But
based on how the rest of the series is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty far in at this point. So I was like, am I just see sometimes I'm like, oh no, it's still very horny, but it's not as bad. So I was like, okay. And it's like, why did you put such an amazing story in such a horny show? Like, it's so good. The dialogue
Chain Soldier was the same way, man. The story was good.
No, this is like actually good though. Like, have you seen and you've seen the animation's phenomenal. Like,
yeah, well, I didn't love the part of the fucking shit that I saw. The toothbrushing scene.
Yeah. I mean, like the actual, like the world.
All right. Well,
like,
that's even the like animation that I saw.
Like when it just shows like their houses and stuff, and where the older guy that lives in the abandoned building, like when it shows their like just the decor and like the dedication artwork put into things, and when it starts seeing all those weird panels and shit, like you're just pausing, you're like, oh my god, this is so fucking beautiful.
And then tits.
I mean, there's not actually show anything.
Oh well, that's definitely better than Chain Soldier then.
Yeah, there's no
Chain Soldier is just so much boobs for no reason.
And like the characters are very well developed, very fleshed out. Like everything is good. It's just like, hey, I made this really amazing story. You know what would make it better? If I got horny when I rewrote it. So, yeah, that's it for anime. That's all I watched. That's a pretty good amount. You're welcome. Live action finished Chaos.
Nice. I don't think I've finished it.
Oh, you should. Oh, you absolutely should. It's like 8 episodes. Come on, dude.
I know. I thought we might have finished it. I gotta look.
You would know if you finished it,
dude. I watched this months ago when it came out.
I don't know why you did. I don't know how you didn't finish it.
I probably did finish it because Jordan and I were watching it together.
It's so fucking good.
I know. I told you that. So I probably did finish it.
Oh, well, the ending was phenomenal too. I fucking loved it all the way through. The only issue I had with it is like the first episode had like 7 licensed songs in it. It's one of those shows where like you could tell like it. Like almost like it was like written during like the Suicide Squad era, where they just need to have a bunch of fucking licensed songs in it for some reason, and it was just like, oh my god, I was like counting them in the first 30 minutes. I was like, every 5 minutes was a new licensed song. It was pretty bad in the first episode.
I'm trying to remember the last thing I saw on there. I feel like I saw the end of the season.
I mean, I could spoil it for you, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
No, I'll check, but I'm like going through what I remember happening, and I think I'm pretty positive we finished it. But
Get that. I'll spoil it for you later.
Yeah, let me look on Netflix first to see if I did.
I can't spoil it for you if you've already finished it. Don't take this fun away from me. So we finished that. Absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommend it to anyone, especially if you know anything about Greek mythology, because it does such an amazing job of taking actual Greek mythology and putting it in like a modern time.
You're so fucking funny, bro.
What?
You telling everybody to watch this show that I told you to watch?
Well, you didn't talk about it enough. Well, now we've both seen it, so you can agree with me. Back me up here.
Oh, wait, really? Did I not finish it?
I don't think you did.
I swore that I did. Looks like I got...
You're being a real me
There's
right
no
now.
way I didn't watch.
You
There's no
never-
way
I
I've
don't-
only watched 4 episodes.
I don't remember you ever talking about the end of it.
All right, well, I guess I got to finish that.
You've absolutely... You only watched 4? Oh, my God. Like, the middle parts where you're like, oh, my God,
I was
it's
pretty
so
sure
good.
I finished it. I don't know. Sometimes...
They perfectly cast every god in the show.
Yeah, I know.
Like, everything is separate. I love the modern twist on, like, Greek mythology. And, like, there was a couple times that to, like, Google something. So I was like, like, what? And I'm like, no, I'm right. Just like they'd say character, I'm like, oh, I know who this is. And I go like, fuck yeah. It's super fucking good. The ending was insane. The whole renewal concept was super fucking dope. I won't go into it, but everything about it's just phenomenal. And then Jeff Goldblum definitely plays Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum. He is super Jeff Goldblum.
But it's good.
It is 100% flat out. But it works. He works as Zeus just because Zeus is such a...
Jeff Goldblum.
I mean, yeah. Like, him being himself makes perfect sense with him playing Zeus in this world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this version of Zeus. Like, just this super petty little bitch of a person, which Zeus really was in mythology. I like that they just keep making comments about things from the Greek mythology that are, like, actually believed in mythology. You're like, that sounds wild. But you're like, no, that's what they believe. Like, when they bring up the comment about them being brother and sister and shit, they just kind of, like, pass over it.
Yeah.
Then the fucking bees, dude. I fucking love it. I'm going to see what else. We started, so we went back and started the Righteous Gemstones again.
It's a great show.
Yeah, so we watched the first like half of the first episode. Danny McBride's one of those people I know we talk about where like he gets really annoying really fast. And the first episode is like, it's funny, but like they're such caricatures of people that it was like almost painful to get through.
I don't know. I liked it mainly because I remember dealing with that in church. I remember the people that they are basically.
Yeah, the concept and everything is phenomenal, but like Danny McBride and then the dude from Workaholics.
Yep.
They were just like so much of like basically playing characters that they always play.
Yeah, Adam Devine.
Yeah, and I was just like, ugh. But once you get through the first episode, they are still doing that, but like they actually get some depth and it gets the jokes get beyond just that one note. And from there, we burned through the entire first season. We just started season 2. Fucking absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, wait till you're all the way caught up. We're already done.
How many seasons is it?
I think there's 3 out right now. I think there's 3 out.
I don't think it'll take us long.
No, it won't. We finished it in a weekend.
Yeah. Obviously, I got this done. It's over. I'm sad. So good. So good. The Penguin, which I know you're not caught up on. Watch the new episode. So fucking good. I don't even want to talk about this on air. I just want to talk to you about The Penguin as a friend because it is so fucking good. And
Bro, it's been a weekend. I told you.
I know.
You're gonna see that I watched 4 things.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm excited to talk to you as a friend, not on the podcast, about The Penguin.
Yeah.
Because like as of right now, it's my favorite TV show that I've seen this year. Like bar none. Nothing even comes close to how good this fucking show is. The only thing I do think is like, since there is no Batman in it, all the crazy shit that keeps happening, I'm just like, so is Batman just like dead? Because like,
yeah, where is Batman?
Half the shit going on in this, and like especially in this episode, I'm like, okay, Batman would definitely have shown up at some point during this. Like, there's a fucking gang war going on, and Batman's just like, I'm just done being vengeance. I got the Riddler. I'm just done. Like, what in the same world? Nah, not buying it. Because this picks up literally immediately after the movie, so it makes no fucking sense. Hopefully, the next movie will address it in some way, or the show might. But like, how do you like? You were literally just chasing the Penguin in the movie to just like now you're just gonna let him go. Just gonna let him just do his own thing. Not gonna even like check up on him. The guy that's like
we'll find out
working for the mob boss. Cool, whatever. But super fucking good. Excited for you to catch up. I think that's it. I know we watched some movie. It doesn't matter. That's it. I'm going to call it.
Okay.
What I've read.
Oh.
Just the new Hunter x Hunter chapter.
Okay.
I just wanted to get you excited.
Okay. I watched a couple more episodes of Steins Gate. Yeah. Cool. Lots
Do
of
you not like it?
No, I like it. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
like I don't really it's all unfolding so quickly that I'm like waiting for things to happen. Like you just see more butterfly effect type shit and it's like what the fuck is going
It's
on?
like I told you need the ending for like all of this to make sense. Like
That's
you
why
know this is going
There's
somewhere.
nothing for me to talk about because like I have to wait until episode 24 for anything.
Yeah. I haven't seen Steins Gate 0.
Me neither.
Well, I was just thinking to myself. So I've seen the OG, the Steins Gate, but I haven't seen I don't know if it's like a prequel, sequel, what it is. I just realized I've never seen it. I just crossed my mind. But yeah, this is one of those shows you can't really talk about the show till you finish the show because then nothing makes sense really. Yeah. You know, like this is going to lead to something, but what the fuck is it?
So I got a little while. I watched some more episodes of Black Clover. It's fine. It's good fights. It's actually this last fight was pretty fucking awesome. It was pretty awesome.
I wouldn't know who anyone
they like
is.
go back in the past and then like come back. It all comes together and like you find out who the bird is.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, well, if you watch Black Clover, you know. Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Does
actually,
the bird have a name?
I don't remember what the bird's name is.
Cool,
because it's like his sidekick throughout the whole fucking show, and then. Now it's
who Asta's psychic?
Yeah, I don't want to. It's just the bird.
Is the bird one of the people in their royal? What are they? Royal mages? No. Royal guard.
The bird is just a bird.
So it's not even like a magician thing with.
It's a bird.
Okay.
If you want to know more about the bird, I'll tell you off air.
How far would I have to get to meet the bird?
I gotta see where I am. You sure you want that answer?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Like 117.
Oh, so not even, okay. I think I'm on like 12 or 13. I literally just started that
like,
first real arc, and that's
no. This is like you find out about the bird, at the end of the Dark Elves arc.
Yeah, I literally got to the.
It's pretty crazy. I did not expect it.
Yeah, they got to the village with the ice dude, and they fought him, and that's literally where I stopped.
Oh,
like that first arc.
There's some cool fights. I don't think it's as good as people be overhyping a lot of.
Well, I mean that's every show.
Shonen.
You pick that one show, and that's the greatest.
It's good, but it's nowhere close to as good as other shows because he's still just unbelievably annoying.
Do you think it's better than My Hero?
No.
Okay, that was always been my thing. It was always like, did I pick the wrong one of those two?
Well,
because I feel like
I mean, off, I haven't finished Black Clover. I stopped watching fucking My Hero at like 3 seasons in or something.
Yeah,
like
you've
that.
gotten way further in Black Clover than you have in My Hero.
Yeah, I stopped watching it because I didn't really like it.
It just doesn't go where you think it's gonna go.
Yeah, so maybe you picked the wrong one. Maybe. I mean, I did too. I watched My Hero way before I watched Black Clover. So, I guess we both picked wrong. The problems that I have with My Hero are characters bother me in My Hero.
What do you mean?
Fucking the main guy.
Deku.
I just blanked on his name. Yeah, Deku and Bakugo annoy the ever living fuck out of me. Honestly, All Might kind of fucking annoys me too.
I like All Might.
I like him sometimes, and then other times I'm just like, ugh.
No, I always like him.
Well, that's you. The only character that annoys me in Black Clover is Asta.
Yeah, and that's my issue. Is like literally when I watched the first like couple episodes of both, and like Deku was whiny and Asta was just screaming, and I was like, all right.
That's the thing is Deku gets better.
Yeah,
Asta does not.
Yeah, and that's why I realized like Deku clearly has like a character development that he's going through. So I'm like, all right, I'll follow this one because at that point it was really like which main character could I stomach more, and I definitely was like,
you chose the right. If you're more worried about the main character being annoying, you chose the right move. But the thing is, Deku gets better. Bakugo just continues to be more annoying.
No, he does get better. He does.
Okay.
He gets a lot of character development. But it just takes it takes him a while to get there.
Yeah, and Asta, his character development is more power upgrades.
Yeah, it's more
than
of the, like he doesn't grow, he just gets stronger.
He grows a little bit, but it still becomes like it still falls back into that shonen trope of power of friendship type shit.
Yeah, like I just definitely saw Asta as like a louder Naruto.
Yeah, 100%. But he's a shonen.
Yeah, but I mean the other characters, like I don't really. Luffy's not that annoying. Like I think Naruto is way more annoying than Luffy is.
Yeah, that's not even fucking close.
Like Deku's whiny, but like he's not annoying later on. Like he actually develops and grows and changes.
Naruto fucking develops too.
I mean, he does, but like for most of Naruto, and even in Shippuden, he's pretty much the same guy. Like he doesn't really. He gets stronger and he gets more power, but his character doesn't grow really.
I don't know. He doesn't really. He like doesn't annoy me at all in Shippuden. Like at all.
I mean, he's more mature.
Asta annoys the fuck out of me all the time. All the time. Even when he's being normal and mature, he's still annoying because of the stupid shit coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, see, I'm at the point with my hero, Deku doesn't annoy me at all anymore.
Then stick with that shit. Eventually you could watch fucking Black Clover as like a background. It's pretty to watch. The story's fine. It's been a lot of building up to where I am now. It's a lot of like, oh, here's an arc. You uncover something. Here's an arc. You uncover something. And there's been an underlying, we're going to hit this moment. And that's where we are now. I don't know what's going to happen now, but I got 40 more episodes.
Let's see. My issue with my hero is like, it's decent, but like it's written in a way where like they develop something that seems like it's gonna be amazing, and then it concludes so lackluster. You know what I mean? Like every time it starts building in an arc, you think like it's gonna be super cool and insane, and like there's always a big fight, but like the story itself seems like it's gonna go somewhere wild to introduce a character you think it's gonna be really cool, and then they just kind of like almost like drop the ball. Like they're really good at making premises, they're just not good at manga is not great at finishing that story. Like even like what I've heard about the ending is like, oh, it's super built up, and then it kind of just, you know what I mean?
Oh, I don't think this one's gonna fucking. I feel like Black Clover is gonna stick the landing personally, but we'll see. It's another one of those like, he wants to be the Wizard King.
I mean, I'm surprised.
Right, that's all of them.
Not Ichigo.
No, Ichigo doesn't want anything to do with it. He just wants to be
left the fuck alone.
Yeah, he just wants to go home.
Yeah.
and bang old red hair. I can't remember her fucking name.
Oh my god.
Does it remember the H?
Move on, because that's gonna bother me that I don't remember her name. Oh my god.
I'm not caught up on Bleach either.
I just decided I'm gonna wait for this arc to just finish. Let's binge it.
Dawn to Dawn. I watched that, and then I watched the movie we went and saw in theaters. Is called We Live in Time. It's with Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield. It's very good, honestly.
Okay, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah,
it was very good.
Yeah, I saw a preview for that.
It's right. Those two, so the acting is going to be great. I cried.
Yeah, we were watching a commercial. We were literally laughing at it at home. It's like, I bet that's one of those like really, really good Oscar bait movies. But like, you're either going to be absurdly bored while you cry, or you're just going to be sitting on the edge of your seat going like, what the fuck just happened? There's no in between.
No.
I mean, that's just what it looked like from the preview.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
No.
But it just looked like very Oscar bait.
I know what you're trying. No. I don't think all that because I know what you're talking about. You're talking about like a La La Land, a fucking Manchester by the Sea type shit.
Yeah,
where it's made for Oscars. This one doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like one of those. I don't know for sure, but it feels like one of those. It was a book and then became a movie.
Yeah, kind of like was it?
But they did it right.
The one with the...
take your pick. Notebook.
No, the new one that came out. Ryan Reynolds' wife. Blake Lively. The one she had shit about. Yeah. I thought it was going to be like that. I saw that. It's not good.
It didn't look good.
It was not good.
She saw it too. She said it wasn't very good.
Yeah, it was kind of gross, honestly. Mm-hmm. basically turned domestic abuse into a love story in like the worst way. Like I'm like, all right, I get why people gave her shit. She deserved it for this. Yeah. They even market it as like a love story. Like it is just gross what they did with that movie.
So,
but I put it in that same category of movie.
The one that I just saw, it's like that, but good.
Oh, okay. Then I wouldn't pay for it. In
Don't pay for it, but when it does come to a streaming service, inevitably,
I'll watch it.
Watch it because I'll probably watch it again.
Yeah, they're usually worth watching, just not worth paying for.
I mean, like I didn't mind that we paid for it, but you know, it's not usually the type of movie I go see in theaters. But she wanted to go see it. I ain't gonna argue.
Yeah, we almost went and saw it in theaters. We were going to until we heard all the shit online about how, like, not even like the hate for it, just that like it wasn't good. Because we were going to go see It Ends With Us, and then we read up and like, I'll sit at home and judge this one. Like we're going to watch this movie.
It Ends With Us.
Yeah, that's Blake Lively movie. The one I was talking about.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, I'm talking about We Live in Time.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying, but like that's kind of how we saw that.
Oh no,
like we'll just mocking.
It was definitely worth a matinee price. I would have been mad if I paid full price, but that's also not the type of movie I like seeing in theaters. It's very good though. I mean, you know, Florence Pugh likes to get naked in movies, so that happens.
Does she?
Yeah, she gets naked in all kinds of shit. She's naked in Oppenheimer.
I haven't seen Oppenheimer still.
Really?
Nope.
Be honest, you're not missing much.
I mean, I'm gonna see it one day.
It's just visually pleasing, but the story's not that good.
Yeah, I mean, I know the story already.
Right.
So I mean, it's just like
you're watching. I don't know, man. It felt like. Did you ever watch Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy?
You just said a lot of words. That
it was a movie with Gary Oldman and
I'm already on board.
Yeah, that's why I was on board. It was like him and Matt Damon together.
I'm absolutely on board.
You can go watch it. I was bored out of my fucking mind. I just heard it's so
fucking long. And like,
it was just too much.
Yeah, like I mean, we picked Barbie over Oppenheimer, and
better choice, better fucking choice.
It's one of those. That's one of those movies. Like the acting's phenomenal. Like that's cool.
Barbie was so good.
Yeah, but like I also like to be entertained when I watch movies. Like,
yeah, you're watching it because it's Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, like but like I'm kind of like at the point where, like I'm tired of paying for movies just to say that I saw a movie when I rather pay for a movie that I enjoy watching.
Yeah,
so actually, I'll watch it eventually.
Speaking of Cillian, his next movie, his first movie post Oppenheimer is. Remember, I told you I read that book about because you watched that movie or the show called Woman in the Wall.
Yeah.
So I told you I read a book by Claire Keegan that's kind of the same thing. It's about those what are they called, wash houses or laundries?
Yeah.
So I read a short book about that by Claire Keegan. She's one of the best authors, period, but she's very famous in Ireland. She writes they're very short books. Like you could read it in probably like a couple hours and you would be happy that you read it. He's going to be in a movie based off that book. And they played the trailer for it. And I was like, oh, no, they're going to nail this.
Is it about laundries?
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably go see it because that shit was dark. That shit is so fucked. Like, oh, my God.
The only thing I'm interested to see what they do is the end. Because with her books, the ends are always very, like, open-ended.
So they'll definitely change that for the movie.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if they're going to change it or because it's Cillian Murphy, he's going to want it to stay true to the book because it's Claire Keegan. He's Irish. He might want it to... Why are you laughing?
I mean, just like he's just going to be like, we're both Irish. I demand this. Is he even Irish? I thought he was English.
Yes, he's Irish. Don't you dare say that.
I don't know.
He's Irish, bro.
Isn't he? Does he have an English accent in fucking Peaky Blinders?
Yeah, because he's playing people from Birmingham.
Yeah, so I thought that was his native tongue.
He's very much Irish.
I mean, the name makes sense from
Cillian Murphy. Yeah,
but I mean, there are English people.
I promise you, he is Irish.
I've never heard him speak outside of a movie or TV show, so I don't actually know what he sounds like.
He's very Irish.
Okay,
he like hates England and
who the fuck doesn't?
True, but he always keeps like they do like reports and shit on it, or like they'll talk about how he always keeps his hands in his pockets when he's talking to the royals
because it's like
because of that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I saw an article about that. You're right.
There you go. Now we're together. Now
I just thought that was him just being a dick. I didn't know it was an Irish thing specifically.
No, because of how they murdered all the Irish if they had their hands in their pockets. So it's like a fuck you to the royal family.
Okay, I just saw like a thing about it on Reddit, and I thought it was just like a fuck you to the royals in general. I didn't know it was an Irish thing specifically.
And he gets very mad if you call him fucking English because he's Irish, like most Irish.
Well, then stop playing English characters all the goddamn time.
Well, you know, he's just a really good actor. So they want him. Well, he killed Peaky Blinders. He just was so good.
I thought that was his native tongue.
Yeah.
I got to go look up what he sounds like. Sounds Irish. I know.
Sounds Irish.
I know, but I've never heard him speak. I mean, it's still English, but I've never heard him speak his native accent of English.
Irish.
Yeah. I mean, it's still English.
It's Irish.
Irish. No, it's
Irish and English are different.
No, he speaks English with an Irish accent. That's like saying like we don't speak English because we're in America. You still speak the same language.
Okay.
The words have the same definition. You just have a different accent when you enunciate words. It's still English.
Okay.
That's not like a offensive thing to Irish people. Irish people speak England. Probably not by choice, but they do speak English, just like most other countries out there speak English, not by choice, but for a reason. And the same reason. So yeah, they speak English. I hate when people say, I don't speak English, I speak blah, blah. Like, no, you speak fucking English, just with an accent. It's the dumbest shit in the world. Like, stop trying to disassociate. We live in this world. That's the truth of it.
What the fuck just happened?
Because people do that shit. Like, I heard...
I'm just fucking with you. Relax.
No, but I've heard people, like, say that. Like, oh, he speaks Australian. I'm like, that's fucking English, bro. Like, shut the fuck up. That makes no sense. That's, like, the dumbest shit ever.
Oh, God. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's like when Americans say, like, English speak English with an English accent. You mean, oh, they speak English? Like, oh, wow, that's crazy. The guys that made the language speak it that way?
To be fair, Brits speaking English is, like, way fucked.
I mean, to us,
they sound fucking stupid.
I mean...
They sound like they have autism and peanut butter in their mouth while getting their butts poked.
That was... I said what unnecessary.
I said. No, it's not.
But at the end of the day, like, we have an American accent. They don't have an English accent. They just speak English.
Yeah, we sound right.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Yeah, I know you don't.
We speak...
Did you know that Shakespeare's English sounded more like the South, like from people from the South now than it does to how English speakers speak now?
I know. I don't.
You didn't know that?
He uses way too many syllables in his words for that to be
true. No, so there's proof from like linguists, like historical linguists. That is literally how they spoke, and the reason that Brits speak so stupid now is because they wanted to sound smarter, and they wanted to disassociate themselves from us. So they started speaking like fucking morons, and now.
Then why do we sound so dumb? Because I speak this English and I think we sound dumb as shit. Not like our accent.
That's because of television. Television always makes the smart person have an English accent and have
No,
glasses.
I don't mean that. I just mean like, if you've ever listened,
if you know, people with glasses are fucking stupid.
Like listen to like an average public school person like talk about. I mean, listen to us. We sound like fucking idiots all the goddamn time.
Speak for your fucking self.
Okay,
I'm smart.
Yeah, case in point.
SMRT.
Yeah. Anyways, like I always say, most people in America sound dumb as shit when they talk. Like, I'm not saying English people don't. I've heard people with a Cockney accent speak, but
Cockney's not even the worst. It's like people from Manchester. I want to punch them in the face. They sound so stupid.
I don't know what that sounds like.
It's bad.
Yeah, but I just know that fucking like. I'm not saying they sound more intelligent than us, but
they definitely don't.
Yeah, most English people I hear speak, but like I get it. There's a certain sophistication that they call it because it's almost like that's the origin of the language or something. England, where they speak English.
But like I said, they changed their accent to sound that way.
I mean, we changed our accent too.
Yeah, I don't have an accent.
Well, we think we don't, but
I don't.
We do.
I sound like a normal person.
You don't have an accent compared to other Americans.
I enunciate the letters in the words.
Oh my fucking God, I can't. Moving on.
I don't put fucking peanut butter in my mouth and then speak.
The moral of the story is I didn't know Cillian Murphy was Irish. All right, move on.
We really went off topic.
Yeah,
that's all that that's all that I watched. As far as reading, I'm listening to Two Towers still. Andy Serkis. I will say, Treebeard in the book, awful.
I feel like you're just shitting on these books by comparison.
No, I'm listening. I'm like,
no, I just mean like you're like the movies are just better.
The movies are indeed better, but like Treebeard is, it's hard, man. It's hard to get through.
Is there still more? It's still super
So
sing-songy?
much singing. And
Good.
he's singing, and you know Treebeard, he talks really fucking slow. And he sounds like autistic Bane.
So does Andy Serkis do all the dialogue?
All of it.
Oh, okay. Because some audiobooks will have multiple people play characters.
It's just him.
Okay. Is he doing like accents?
Oh, he's nailing it.
I'm not. I mean, it's Andy Serkis. There was never.
Yeah,
a
you know
question
how
of
many
that.
voices that guy can do.
Yeah.
He's fucking killing it, but it's just like,
So he's doing like a different voice for all the characters
Yep.
and shit. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Or get people stepping in. Respect that.
yeah, no, he's the king. I'm enjoying it, but yeah, it's the books, the movie's better. So far, the movies are better, but I'm waiting for it to get, you know, I haven't had the Battle of Helm's Deep yet. I haven't had the Battle of Pelennor Fields. Like, I have so much shit that still has to happen.
Pelennor Field.
At Minas Tirith. The fucking tall one with the dead tree, the guy that eating tomatoes like a fucking asshole
Oh, okay.
in the third movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so got to get to there.
I was like, yeah, I'm not going to know the names of shit from Lord of the Rings.
sorry.
So. Battle of Helm's Deep, everyone knows, so that one's obvious.
Yeah, that's the whole point of Two Towers, essentially.
Yeah, the whole movie was just to get
Leading
to
to
that one
that.
battle.
Yeah. And Gondor calls for aid.
Yeah.
I've been, reading more of Grimoire because I had to get through that. And then I read, no, we'll save the manga. I've been reading this book called Legends and Lattes. I think I had mentioned that I was going to read that next, Legends and Lattes. It's another like indie author, but he was an indie author, and then he got published on Tor. It's really fucking good, honestly. So it's an orc, and she was like a normal orc, like murdering the shit out of people. And then she decided she didn't want to do that anymore. So she decided to pick a town, and she was going pick a city, and she was going to open a coffee shop. So you have this like beefy ass orc that decided she wanted to hang up the sword and open a coffee shop. And nobody knows what coffee is. Only the gnomes, because the gnomes were the ones that created coffee. So she's trying to bring it to this town. Nobody knows what the fuck coffee
So
is.
it's like a medieval setting, not modern time.
Think of World of Warcraft.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like a modern, like, they're not living in modern times.
No.
Okay. Because I was thinking, like, is it like some chick working at Starbucks as an orc, or is it like, this is medieval times inventing coffee, bringing it to the world?
Basically.
Okay. Just trying to get the setting down. It's trying to picture it in my head.
It's pretty damn good, and it's very much a cozy fantasy. In fact, what I was listening to while reading it was World of Warcraft has a playlist of just their
Like
bar.
hearths?
Yeah. No, it's like their yeah, I guess you'd say their hearths.
like
but
all
like
city music and like stuff
no,
like
it's
that.
just their bars. So it's
Oh.
just the pubs and shit like that.
So
just the
you
music.
Set your Hearthstone too.
I mean, there's bars that you can't set your Hearthstone.
I know, but most of the bars in the
right.
game are.
So, but yes, that it's kind of awesome.
Is that what you listened to when I came over?
No, I was reading Hunter x Hunter before you got here. Right now, he just talked to the fourth. No, the fourth is the asshole.
Fourth is Serednik.
Huh?
Serednik. The blonde dude with the eyes.
Yeah, it's not him.
Okay.
It's the black dude. Has the dots under his.
With the coins, second?
I think yeah,
I think he's second.
He's got the crazy fucking
Coin thing? Yeah.
So he was talking to him, and then when they just got back to it's clearly setting up for some crazy shit to happen. Because I just saw.
Have they set sail yet?
Yeah, dude, they've been out to sea for 4 hours.
Okay.
Actually, when the last page of the chapter I read showed what's his name from Phantom Troop.
Crollo?
Yeah. That was the last page I read.
Hey, Crollo's been gone for a while from where I am. Like, not dead. I just haven't seen. I was thinking I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, so I'm not really gonna see much of him.
Well,
then again, you're like, almost 40 chapters ahead.
like where I am, it's very heavily focusing on. I don't know how to say without spoiling it. The Phantom Fruit splits up, so you see some of them where I am.
Okay,
not where I am right now, but
that's enough.
I'm saying the current is really focusing on the Secession War. And
well, I mean, yeah, this is definitely very much on the Secession War.
Yeah, like the Phantom Troop is very much like we're here, we're doing a thing, and it's setting them up, and it's like, all right, now let's get back to setting up the Secession War, and then
it's a whole lot of setting stuff up and showing you who these like extra characters are that to me
go
don't
through all the mafia
matter.
families and all that.
It's a lot.
Yeah, like right now,
I'm not going to remember all of these fucking people.
Yeah, this last batch of chapters is 100% just based on the Secession War right now.
Tight. And that's it.
I read the last chapter finally. I think 4 or 5.
Oh, and I read Boruto.
Oh, the new one. Oh, where he talks
Where like
to,
nothing fucking happened.
Yeah, so he just talks to
yes.
Not what is his name with the K?
Huh?
The dude, the other fucking guy with the karma marking. What is his name? The villain. Kawaki.
Killua.
Yeah, we're just like
crossover.
Where like he
Kawaki
makes Kawaki meet him up on by the fucking stones and like hey, you're kind of so like
we're both gonna die.
Yeah,
foreshadowing.
So like, and so I can talk to you about this now. Kawaki in Tubu Vortex has been nothing but bitch slapped around the entire.
Yeah, he deserves it.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but like it's just weird how like they have their final little scuffle before, and like they both use their karma mark, and they're kind of on par. And then the time skip happened, and like Boruto's just I'm basically just a guy like shows up stomping on Code's face, murks him, like it's just punking people.
Boruto
left
is literally Sasuke plus Naruto plus Ishiki.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is who he is. And he got all of the good parts of all three of them.
Yeah. And then Kawaki is literally feels like he's just as strong as he was at the
nothing. Yeah, he didn't get any stronger.
Yeah. And then so like it kind of like at first I was like, is this intentional or is this bad writing? And then like this manga chapter where it's like Boruto pretty much like, hey, you're kind of a weak bitch, and I kind of need you to not be a weak bitch. Yeah. Like that you had goals to end the war and all this. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah,
like,
what you been doing?
It basically is like, I'm basically like a G now. Let me help you get stronger because you're kind of a bitch right now. So because like the first chapter, you know, obviously that he has to get stronger. So I'm wondering how. And then like the whole Tubu Vortex, I'm like, why is he so weak now? And then it kind of it's like, oh, you just kind of stagnated. I'm like, okay, so we are going to address the fact that
he
like
just didn't do anything
because like everyone has just been punking this dude this whole time. So that's why I like this chapter. Just was like that's been bugging me the whole time. And I was like, even Mitsuki, like when he's like basically just trying to tell him like, oh, Boruto's here. Like you need to sit this one out. You're not ready for Boruto. And then just one shots him like nothing to take him out of the fight. So like I was just very glad that they did address the fact. So that was clearly intended
those things.
I mean, I assumed. I mean, obviously, there was very clear he was weaker, but I didn't know if like they were gonna address the fact that he was weaker, or if he was just gonna do like just show up and like some god power is gonna pop out of nowhere, and no one was gonna address the fact that he was a weak bitch. I'm glad that they did like in universe address like people are aware that he's weak. Yeah. That was my issue with it. It's like if it would have went unaddressed. That's all.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I enjoyed the chapter for that because that was bugging the shit out of me.
Good, cool. That's all I got. You said you haven't listened to anything that I sent you?
No, I didn't listen to anything new.
Did I tell you The Cure dropped an album?
You did.
It's very good.
Is it really?
Yeah, I was surprised. I'm not really a huge The Cure fan.
I mean,
and
they're one of those like I like their hits, but
you should add that one to the list. It's pretty damn good. Counterparts dropped an EP today too, and that shit is so good. I listened to it on repeat. Tyler, the Creator's album is really good.
I'm a huge fan.
So you listen to that?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know, man. Like,
if you don't like Tyler, then
I don't dislike Tyler, the Creator. It's just I don't know. I don't think it wasn't bad.
It was better than those. It was better than Igor to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm listening. I'm like, what are you doing? It's kind of how I felt like. What is the point of this?
I loved it.
That's how I felt like. I loved it.
I loved that one. Big X the Plug. That one was really good too.
Yeah. He's like, it's unique in a way where it's like it's cool that you're trying to be unique, but like maybe you're trying to be unique more than you're trying to be good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just how I feel. I know a lot of people like him, and it's like more of a niche thing, but I don't know. For me, he's all right.
Okay.
When he's good, he's great. But when he does this, I'm like, I'm not really feeling this.
Okay.
I don't know. I also kind of feel like of rap lately. Like, I mean, definitely just in general. Like, the same thing with rock. Like, it's just the newer stuff isn't really more to my taste. Definitely none of this like new shit. But like Tyler Creator's always been kind of like in this niche of like not really being this mumblecore dreadlock bullshit rap, but also at the same time like not really what I like in rap music. So I don't know. Like, I don't think I'm the guy when it comes to rap music to really judge him for his album, but it just wasn't.
Well, I'm definitely not the guy to judge it either. I just enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I like most of the Odd Future stuff.
I think they're funny.
I loved Earl Sweatshirt's album last year too. Him and The Alchemist. I thought that was fucking amazing. But, you know, I like the weird shit.
Yeah.
I liked Childish Gambino's last Childish Gambino album was very good too.
And here's another one. Like, I mean, I've talked to him before. I'm just never been like a huge fan of him.
I know.
Like, there's just stuff. Like a thing of rap. Like, I like rap. Not to like it has to be like within these walls to be good rap music, because I like Andre 3000. He does weird shit, but like
does.
But when Andre 3000 does hip hop, he does hip hop rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well, you got to remember, Childish Gambino's been trying to do weird shit every single time.
Yeah,
that's just who he is. He wants to explore shit, and that's the same thing that
Tyler
did.
Yeah, and I said I don't knock it, but like
that's why Igor is so fucking weird.
Yeah, but like I like rap when rap is hip hop. I don't like rap when it's.
No, I get it.
Else,
I get it. I know. I know. I know the guys that you like a lot.
Yeah, just this is what I grew up with.
Mike
rap
is
being.
that way. So
what?
Mike?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, and like I said, I didn't really like him until Run the Jewels, and I had to like retroactively go back and like Mike. But I mean, he is very traditional rap music.
And he's very like Atlanta.
Yeah, I like, and it's not even just Southern. Like I just like, I like rap music being rap music.
All right, Grandpa.
No, we're not doing that. Like,
like an old head right now.
Nah, just
dead ass. You sound like a fucking old head.
Like every year, like,
I like when my rap. I don't know why I got a Southern accent.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
I can't. I mean, I'm not gonna do like a black accent. That sounds fucking worse.
I don't know. Like, it's weird because like I like when rock is experimental and different and does weird
it's
shit.
so weird that you like that, but you're like, I need my rap to be rap.
Yeah,
make
man,
rap again.
Yeah, like. I mean, I like different genres of rap, but they all fit in that aesthetic of what rap is. You know what I mean? Like, because there's rap and there's hip hop, and I get it. Like, rap is a genre, hip hop is more of an aesthetic. But like, that was like, you know, I'm not gonna get the whole Drake thing. Like, I've never had an issue with Drake musically, other than the fact that it's very generic. But like, I've always respected Drake as a rapper. I just think he was a rapper not making hip hop. And I like some rap that's not hip hop. Like, if it comes from another country, I'll give it a pass. And I'm like, all right, you're like a bunch of like insert ethnicity here doing your thing. Cool. It's cool.
Like
but like
French rap, that shit's
wild. But by default, I don't associate it with hip hop. But like when I listen to American rap, I can't separate it from hip hop and the aesthetic, especially if it's from someone in culture. So like when you get outside of the hip hop niche, then I'm like, all right, man, you lost me. You know
I'm gonna write a hip hop album.
Oh, please fucking do. Please fucking do. So I can shred that shit.
I know, it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah. Like even like Little Dicky, like I'm
gonna base it off all of my struggles as a white man.
Like Little Dicky makes very cringe rap.
Oh, I don't like his music.
Yeah, like
I like him. I don't like.
He has like one or two songs that are funny and whatever. But like I've never listened to Little Dicky and been like, yeah, this guy's moving the pulse of hip hop. You know what I mean? I would never associate him. I would say
I don't feel that way about literally anybody with Lil other than Wayne.
Just gotta be
maybe Lil Kim.
Yeah, I was like, there's got to be more than one. There's so many of them.
There's two.
You don't like Lil Durk?
Shut the fuck up.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Oh God.
That thing is like
Lil Xan.
Yeah, like I've tried every year.
I have too. I've tried all the Lils,
and I'm just.
I like a couple of them, but
XXX was okay. I like that.
I loved X, man. R.I.P.
Yeah, and
I liked Lil Peep a little bit. His earlier stuff was really good.
What do you think about Mac? I know you like Mac Miller, and I was never a huge fan of
him. I wasn't like a huge Mac Miller guy.
You look like you were a huge Mac Miller fan.
I know, but I wasn't. Like, I do like his stuff, but I like a couple of his albums. I'm not like, Mac Miller fans tend to be very like religious almost about his stuff. Like his Tiny Desk performance is incredible.
Like I told you about my neighbor, right? Did I tell you about that when he died?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like,
I like him and I like his music, but I don't like. It's fine. Like I don't. It doesn't blow my mind. I thought that the album that he released before he passed was incredible.
It was Good. So this is that's a
really,
whole.
I really liked it. It was crazy that he was literally just telling us what the fuck was going on in his life, and we. Did
I'm not knocking. Nothing is bad, but Mac Miller is that white rap thing where it's like he's a decent rapper, but he's also white. Therefore, everyone just he's amazing. You know what I mean? Like Eminem was like the only one that legit had to be white and a good rapper. Yeah, whereas everyone else is just like, if you're white and decent, it's just automatically like, here's some flowers. But
here's the thing, man. I don't feel that about every white rapper. He's the only other one that I kind of feel that way with.
I'm talking about that's gotten big. Like that's
right,
like,
but I don't think that. What's the other fucking curly headed fuck?
The new Jack.
He's not new, but yeah, Jack Harlow.
Yeah, the guy.
I don't think he's good.
I don't think he's good at all. I don't get why he's so popular, other than the fact that he is white. Let's be honest, that's why.
Yeah, that's why. Because he's a white rapper. Like I don't think he's that good. I like him as a I think he's really fucking hilarious. Like seeing interviews with him is awesome. And then he was in White Man Can't Jump. Didn't need to be remade, but it was still funny. Like I think he's funny and has good banter, but I don't think his music's that good. He has like 2 songs that I like, kind of like, and other than that, I don't get it.
Yeah, like I didn't really give Mac Miller a shot until after he passed. When I like went back and I was like, I don't get it. Like,
yeah, it's not like
I don't get it.
He's no Paul Wall. You know,
I mean, I kind of like Paul Wall.
I fucking love Paul Wall.
I mean,
that's another white man that I for the longest time did not even realize he was a white man.
Like, and who's it the other way? Was it G-Eazy, whatever?
Yeah, so like I liked G-Eazy for a couple albums when he actually sounded like he was from the Bay.
Yeah.
And then he became White Drake.
Pretty much.
Drake.
Yeah.
And then had like SA stuff come out, and I was like, it was SA with underage girls, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, but like I just remember when he blew up too, and it was that was like,
well, he had that song with Baby Rexha, and then he was dating Halsey, so yeah, he blew up.
But everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's phenomenal." I'm like,
I wouldn't say he's phenomenal, but I genuinely enjoyed listening to his music.
And remember, he was the first rapper like I really had to like grapple with the whole like, oh, so if you're white, you just automatically people think you're good.
So I agree with you. It's if you're white and you're like decent and can hold a flow, you're amazing.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't happen. It's harder for a white dude most of the time.
To do non-jokey rap at least.
Correct.
Yeah. And I'm not saying like, hey, I get it. Especially like if you didn't grow up, with hip hop culture, we'll call it, for lack of better terms.
And a lot of those dudes, well, the bigger ones, I would say, probably a lot of those grew up in that, same
but you
culture.
can usually tell when they do and when they don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I mean, even like, so like, Bubba Sparks came out, and I was like, all right, this kind of cool.
Wow.
I like Bubba Sparks' first album, but Bubba Sparks didn't try to be hip hop. He was just a country boy making rap music. So like, when there's that clear delineation of like you're not being something you're clearly not, then I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? Like Bubba Sparks didn't come in and try to be hood.
Yeah, it's
like Paul Wall was from the hood, so like that's
that
what he
motherfucker
said.
From not only the hood but Houston.
Yeah, so like he fit the aesthetic.
He's not white.
There was no like point. Just like with Eminem and like growing up like in Detroit, like there was no he's like I never pretended to be something I wasn't or from somewhere.
He
that
was
I'm
literally
not.
just him.
Yeah, so like that's when I can respect it. But like when he gets like upper like Jack Harlow is just like yuppie like hipster white dude, and he's like trying to do this like. Almost like a hood style flow, and I'm like, dude, chill out, man. Like, calm down.
Part of me thinks that is also kind of why G-Eazy went the direction he did. Because I mean, like, he grew up in the shit. Like, he was from like East Oakland and Richmond and shit. So like, he grew up in it. But like, I think part of the reason he changed the style of his music is also maybe that the like the internal fight. And he just started to look way more white and douchey. So I think he like leaned into it. And he's like, well, Drake is this. I might as well do it
aesthetically
too.
It makes sense. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it makes way more sense than when he was rapping and looked like that.
Yeah, we used to always joke.
Shit made no sense.
Yeah, I remember in high school we used to always joke like your white friend's best rapper. We used to always like, who's your white friend's best rapper? We'd always like make jokes about who that guy was because it was never.
Oh, your white friend's favorite rapper?
Yeah, and it was never people. Yeah, well, I mean, back then answer was always Eminem. But like, anytime a new white rapper would come out, that would get kind of big. Like, oh, hey, it's your white friend's best rapper. So I used to always joke in high school, and then even when I first joined the Navy, it And then it was like Eminem for a while, G-Eazy had it for a while. I was kind of surprised that Paul Wall never really got that spot.
Because nobody really thought of him as white.
Yeah, he was one of those rappers where two were like,
because he's mixed too. Yeah. So
he's one of those people like if you've never seen him, like you would never know. Like other rappers, you can just hear it and know.
He's mixed. He's married to a black woman. He's had a grill in the whole time. Yeah. He is of the culture. Yeah. Like I would never have known. Like you look at fucking G-Eazy or Jack Harlow, it's immediate. You look at Eminem,
like slick back hair.
Know immediately that he is white.
Like what did he say? He was talking about fucking Paul Wall. It's like, yeah, Paul Wall is more hood than Ja Rule ever was. Like, I was like, I mean, when you listen to their music,
shit. Like, who said that? Fucking 50?
No,
50 uses shit on Ja Rule.
No, my friend said that. We were like talking about like rap music and like. He was like, remember that phase when everyone loved Ja Rule and Nelly? And I was like, yeah, they were pretty big.
I liked Nelly
for a little Nelly bit. Too, yeah.
Southern Grammar is a solid fucking album.
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought Ludacris was always super underrated.
I just wholeheartedly agree. Like, when people used to ask me my favorite rapper, it was E40 and Ludacris.
I mean, Ludacris was mine for a while just because of puns. Like, Ludacris didn't try to act hood, didn't try
Chicken
to act
and beer?
Yeah, he just made good puns, good liners, and made good music. And he had a good flow. Like, it was just, he made good rap. But it was also fun rap, you know what I mean? Which is so rare. Because everyone was trying to be a gangster back then.
Yeah, and I got to see him live here.
Yeah, I remember, with that country show.
It was, at that country bar, it was awesome. He played all of his hits. It was so good.
Like, to this day, Southern Hospitality will always be on a playlist for me.
Yeah, that one's good.
Phenomenal. Fuck. We got off topic. What were we supposed to be
We were talking about music, so we didn't really get off topic.
Yeah. It's been a while, so there you go.
We haven't talked about music. Well, I've been trying to work it into our podcast more so we don't turn into just a...
Oh, yeah, you brought up Tyler, the Creator. That's what it was.
Yeah, I don't want to just be the Otaku podcast. I want to make sure we stay as emo.
None of that was related to emo at all.
I mean, music. But then we talk about anime and music. That's the podcast, and all we've talked about is anime.
Yeah, no, I'm not upset. We did like. I just been trying to I don't know why figure if I'm gonna get into new rock music, I need to try to get into newer rap as well because I always like rap. I just listen to it. I wouldn't say I definitely listen to it less overall, but also more of a.
Well, you definitely have plenty of rock music to listen to. I've sent you a pretty extensive list, and you have about a month and a half to listen to all of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start burning through it.
But
I've also played a lot of WoW again.
That's the perfect time to listen.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm doing world content and stuff, but if I'm doing Mythic Plus dungeons, I try not to listen to music with lyrics because I'm focused in on getting keys done.
Fair enough.
If I'm concentrating on the game, then I don't want music that's gonna distract me or that I'm just not gonna pay attention to. So that doesn't work when I'm playing WoW a lot.
All right. Well, you got music to listen to. Plus, there's gonna be more stuff coming out within the next month and a half too.
Honestly, if I'm gonna play a game and listen to music, it's probably gonna be League.
In fact, tomorrow we're gonna get new music. I don't know what comes out tomorrow. There's bound to be about 4 or 5 releases though.
There always is. I don't know. My Spotify. I don't know if I wouldn't check my notifications. I'm beginning it used to let me know every Friday. I'd wake up and I get notifications. You'd open it up and be like, "Hey, this new album came out."
Did you add all of those that I sent you to your library?
No. I just have a note.
Okay.
I'm not adding it to my library until I listen to it because I don't like it. So then I have to go and delete it.
You're lazy.
What? No, I don't want.
It's so easy to delete it.
I just don't want to add an album that's trash.
Right, but you add it just so it's in your library, and then you listen to it, and you're like, "This isn't good," and then you hit.
But then my smart DJ's like, "Oh, you like stuff like this."
Spotify's DJ is not good, so it doesn't matter.
It's not good, so I don't need to hurt it any more than it's already failing.
I don't think you can fail that thing more.
And actually, mine does a pretty good job of picking music I like.
I'll tell you what,
it'll constantly play music, a lot of older stuff, specifically from bands "Oh, I haven't listened to them forever." All the fucking time,
and that is why you don't listen to new music.
But I'm listening to new music.
You haven't listened to anything that I sent you. I mean, a whole week.
I've listened to new stuff, just not what you sent me. We just saw you got upset to listen to Tyler.
I didn't get upset.
You were basically crying over there about it.
Eat dicks.
Yeah, and you're like, "Have you listened to Jack Harlow?" Yes, I've listened to Jack Harlow.
When the fuck?
You were over there.
Am I on drugs?
I'm surprised your hat didn't flip around backwards when you brought his name up. There you go. Now you're a Jack Harlow fan.
Let's go.
You just need a tank top on right now, and you would definitely fit his aesthetic.
Ironically,
if MTV still played,
I really do have a fucking.
If
That's what I wore
MTV
into
still played
Taps the
music,
last couple
Jack Harlow
days.
would be at every award show doing a show.
If what?
If like MTV actually still played music,
Oh, he'd be on TRL every week.
every week. He'd be number one every
Oh,
week.
easily.
And I'd just be rolling my eyes like, what
But
the
at least
fuck
we'd have
happened?
good fucking music videos. Back when we had TRL, there was actual music videos.
I mean,
now we barely have good music videos.
I mean, you can YouTube them. They're never worth watching.
that's what I'm saying. They're never fucking good. They used to be fucking awesome.
But yeah, but what's the point though? When you're just gonna stream it all anyway. Like I like when I'm on like Spotify and it'll like play like if there's a music video, it'll play like a 5-second segment, and I'm like, no one's ever gonna go watch that fucking thing. Why'd you waste the money
true.
on this? It's like no one's gonna watch this.
All right. So what we were going to talk about was you wanted to go through the my anime list top. What do we say? Top 20?
We'll go start. I thought we were gonna do 30, but we can do 20.
I mean, 30 is fine. You're going to get a lot of repeats because you'll get multiple.
Well, that's why I want to do 30 because some shows are gonna have multiple on there. So
You're going to get multiple freaking
like seasons and
Gintama.
shit,
You're
yeah.
going to get multiple AOTs.
So I'm just gonna do like the series as a whole and then move on.
If you, that's the problem though. Are you starting at 30?
No, I'm starting at 1
Oh,
and
okay,
going down.
cool. Okay. Yeah, because we're going to, that makes way more sense.
Wait, why would I start at 30?
Work your way to 1.
Oh, I mean, we
No,
can
start at 1.
Oh,
Start at
we-
1 makes more sense because if you see another Attack on Titan later, you just skip it.
Yeah.
And Gintama takes up like 3 out of the top 15, three or 4.
I've already seen 4, and it's 4 in the
Top
1,
15.
2, 3, 4, 5 in the top 10.
God damn.
Yeah,
It doesn't surprise me though.
yeah. There's Gintama.
That shit's actually funny.
Yeah, I'll list them all though. I just won't discuss them. So 1 is Furin. Everyone
Amazing.
knows that.
Amazing.
Phenomenal. I talked so much shit about it at the beginning, and I stand by what I said in the beginning. But it does come together, and it's phenomenal.
It's so good.
It is good. You did a terrible job of selling it, by the way.
That's all right. You watched it.
I did. I didn't get the hype.
Undersell over fucking, what do they say? Undersell over.
No, you oversold it, to be clear.
You said I did a horrible job of selling it.
You did do a horrible job of selling it in the way you described it, but you were like, oh, it's just so perfect. You were just making it think it was this perfect anime.
I mean, it's number 1 on my anime list for a reason.
It's number 1 on the anime list because it's,
It overtook something that had been in that spot for like a decade.
well, the one that was there for a decade never deserved to be there in the first place.
I don't know.
It was just there out of spite.
I mean, it's not my fucking favorite, but I do think that the one that was number 1 deserved to be there.
It's good.
It's got the best magic system. It's a very good
I
story.
don't agree with
I
that.
don't like the
I disagree with
end.
that. I disagree with that.
I don't like the end maybe because like I say it every time, but I didn't like the end because I had just watched Evangelion and I thought they were almost identical.
No, so you liked it less, but that was because you were comparing it to something else. I
just had just seen Evangelion.
yeah, I'm not.
and
I said back then
when
I said,
the way
I
that
get it.
everything he like comes out the ground, it was identical, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I'm not.
So
saying
not
you're
necessarily it's a bad ending. It's just I had just
wrong. It was too
seen
familiar
it
with
happen
something. Yeah. So and it was done.
in something older.
Yeah.
Which I guess there would have been like a 20-year gap between those two.
Yeah, it's like a pretty good gap.
Yeah.
I don't know about 20 years, but pretty
I
far.
think it is.
I'm not going to do the math.
I want to say Ava was the 80s, right?
90s.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
not that old.
And then Brotherhood was like what 2012, 13?
I don't even think it's that old. I don't know when. Oh, actually, I let it have it up right here because it's number 3.
Yeah, bitch. What the fuck you mean you don't know? You have my anime list open, and they're both in the top 30.
It doesn't show the year. Oh, you got to click more information. 2009 to 2010.
For what?
Brotherhood.
Okay, so
When I get
almost 20 years.
Yeah, when I get to Ava, I'll tell you when it came out. Anyways, moral of the story is, Fur was good. You described it terribly, but you were also right at the same time.
Number 1.
Number 2 is One Piece fan letter.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, it's number 2 on here though.
I know, but when you have like one of those one-offs, it should not count.
Yeah, I mean it is good. One Piece. I'll talk about One Piece
is
as
great.
a whole. I don't think One
Piece is the number 2 of all time, and I don't give a shit if you think it is.
I don't even think One Piece is number 2 of shonen, let alone of all anime. I also
I don't
think
either.
Frieren should be number 1 anime of all time. Nothing's better than
it shouldn't.
Frieren.
It shouldn't, but I'm okay with it being number 1 because I did.
It's there
just
it's there because it's new and it was very refreshing with where anime's been lately.
yeah.
because
I'm sure eventually it'll drop.
Yeah.
but
Especially
be
considering how
we'll see what happens in season 2.
fantasy no longer exists. It's all just isekai. So it was refreshing to see an actual fantasy
Power
story.
fantasy.
Yeah. And it also not suck or be generic. Like, it's a very original.
I mean, Goblin Slayer is a fun power fantasy. I love power fantasy. I love that you started saying that because I didn't
invent it.
I don't care. To me, you invented it. In my mind, you invented it. I don't give a fuck
welcome.
who did. You invented that.
You're welcome.
Coined the phrase power fantasy.
I'll take it. I'll fucking take it.
Because it fits it perfectly. In my brain, I feel it leans a little more like power metal, which I hate, but like power fantasy. It like fits so well.
Yeah. So fucking weird, dude.
Dude, it's so good.
I mean,
like fucking Delicious in Dungeon. Power fantasy.
I mean, I don't know if I'd count that as a power
Yeah, it's
fantasy.
a cooking power fantasy.
Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Boom.
Number 3, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, obviously
Phenomenal.
it got overtaken by those two.
Yeah, I do think it's one of the best shonen. It's not the best at anything, but it is.
Sure, it is.
It's great.
It's the best
at
at one thing.
What? Power system. I don't agree. It is.
I know you like Nin. It's just a little. I like Nin now a little bit more reading it, but no, it's fucking Alchemy's so fucking good.
It is. It's phenomenal.
It's so good.
Fullmetal
I can't
Alchemist-
believe I thought that there was other power systems that were better than that. For a long time, I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like, fucking Chakra is obviously better.
Yeah, and I was like, when you said that, I was like-
dude.
And then one
Chakra's
was
good, but it's so it's like key and
Yeah.
fucking
like what you do with it is cool.
spiritual pressure. It's all the same shit.
Like
but
when
like
Juan was like, "Hockey's the best," and I was like,
hockey
"I gotta
is
go."
not the fucking best.
like, I
There
gotta
are
go read
three
about
types
this.
of hockey. It's not complicated. If you want like of the two power systems in One Piece, it's the shittier one.
Yeah, the Devil Fruit powers are way cooler than hockey.
Devil Fruit is way better.
I mean, granted,
It's
you need hockey to fight some of them, but Devil Fruits
Yeah.
are way more. It's,
way cool because they're way more unique.
Yeah.
There are 3 types of hockey. You either have one and then 2 that you can gain. One, you just have to have inherently been born.
that's
with
the Emperor's voice one
it.
or whatever.
Emperor's hockey.
Yeah, that's the one that I know that Luffy has because he's used
Him
it.
and like it's him and like most of like all of the main
Super powerful people.
characters.
Like I'm assuming Shanks has it because doesn't he have like some like foresight power too or some shit like that?
Shanks doesn't have a devil fruit.
Yeah, I know that.
He's just straight hockey,
yeah.
right? And he is like the most powerful.
Yeah, but he has
pirate.
like his something to do with this hockey makes him some god tier.
yeah, he's
thing.
yeah.
One year I'll get there. I'm not even gonna say
That's
one
all
day.
right. I
one year.
haven't seen him at full power yet where
No.
I am, so
Number 4, Steins Gate.
that's why I'm watching it.
Yeah, phenomenal. But like I said, that's one of those.
Gotta get to
anime-
the end because right
Yeah.
now it's good, but right now it is like
Steingate's
Fine.
one of those rewatch shows. Where you're like, oh hey, oh cool, huh? But like without the ending, you're just like half the time you're like, what the fuck am I? Why is this banana green? Like that'll be forever.
it's a goop.
There was like at least 14 episodes where I was like, why is this banana green? Why is this banana green? Why is this banana green? I was like, I don't get why people like this shit. 5, Attack on Titan. We've beaten that dead horse.
Which one or which part?
It says season 3.
Okay.
I'm looping it all together. Like 6, 7, 8, and 10 are all Gintama, different parts of it. So I'm just gonna say 6 is Gintama.
6, 7, 8, and 9 are all Gintama.
No, 6, 7,
Through
8,
10?
and 10.
6, 7, 8.
9 is something different.
What's 9?
The 2011 Hunter x Hunter.
Get the fuck out of here.
I need like that one. It's in the top 10. Better
That's
than all your shitty fucking
bogus.
shonen.
Bogus.
Gintama, hilarious. The fights are just so good for no fucking. They're rare, but like
They're
the
very
fights,
rare.
But when they happen, you're like, this is too good for this joke anime. Like it's on par with some of the best shonen action you've ever seen, and you're like, why is this in my comedy? Why I'm not upset, but like, why is this here? You usually get like one real fight a season. There's a couple of joke fights, but you're just like, go watch them. You can Google montages of Gintama fights, and you're like. And you'll be like, oh my God, this show must be hype as shit. It's not.
It's not.
Like,
It's
not.
quite literally the opposite.
Yeah. It is the most chill. It is my version of Freeman, that chill, just take a break, just as a comedy. And it's like this weird future mech Edo period piece. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, it's hard to describe Gintama other than just watch
It's
it.
just a comedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy. It's a really good
It's a
comedy.
shonen comedy.
Yeah. 9 is Hunter x Hunter 2011. We've talked about that plenty. I don't really need to go into details other than it's
The older one's better.
No, it's not because it doesn't have the Chimerian arc.
That's why it's better. That's why it's better, and the animation's better.
Oh, you're such a bitch. 11 is Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War arc. The first season, 1,000-Year Blood War, season 1.
Fuck yeah, shit's so good.
12 is actually season 2 of it.
Okay, that checks out. That tracks.
Oh no, it's a film. The Conflict. I've never seen that.
Oh
no, it says it's the third part of Bleach.
Holy
Whatever.
fuck,
more
bro.
Bleach. It's more Bleach in the current era.
Okay.
I'm not going to go too far into that. 13 is Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
Eventually, I will finish that. It's just so long.
It is very long and it is very old. It is, if you like
Space Odyssey.
Yeah, if you like old anime, you'll love it. But like in the modern age, if you like modern anime, it's slow, it's old, the artwork.
It's very hipster.
Yeah, it's one of those like, I love anime. I've always loved anime, so I'll watch this. 14 is Kaguya-sama, Love is War, ultra romantic.
I'm planning on watching that.
I'm going to watch it eventually. I just don't know. Hey, 15 is more Gintama.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a shit ton of it.
16, Fruits Baskets, the final. Have you gotten that? You haven't finished that show, right? Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get to, and that's the main reason why I chose that. I wish I had chosen Kaguya-sama, but it is what it is.
17 is Clannad.
I heard that is really fucking good.
I've started it. I haven't gotten very far.
I heard it's super sad.
Yeah, that's the only reason I watch it. It just it's one of those chibi, cutesy looking ones.
So it's like when I watched Angel Beats.
Yeah, and like I started it, and I couldn't get into the art style. I probably could now, but I was still like, it's like the fuck is this kid shit? Like it looks like a
Hey man, I don't blame you because that's how Made in Abyss.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean same thing. I kept hearing about how good Made in Abyss was, and
looking at the art style, I was like, oh my god, what am I fucking
Clannad,
watching?
literally, they have that like chibi with those giant eyes and the big round heads.
Angel Beats.
Yeah, same
And
thing.
Angel
with that.
Beats fucking rules, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was so good.
It's one of those things where like I started it and I just couldn't get past the artwork. Like there's most animes that look like that.
No,
You're like,
that's fair.
It's like we draw it this way so you know who our target audience is.
And then Psych,
yeah,
it's not for them.
yeah. I mean that's like the same thing about Madoka Magica. Looks like that. And then it's like, oh, we did this for a reason. We wanted you to get comfortable, and then shit gets wild. So now that I'm in this mindset, maybe I'll go back and check it out. I've always said I was gonna go back and watch it. I just never fucking did.
Angel Beats in there too, because that shit, you'll be super surprised about what that one's about.
18 is more Gintama. Let's see. 19 is A Silent Voice, which I don't know. I thought it was okay. The movie.
Her voice just went in my head, bro.
What?
Her fucking noise
Jesus
just
Christ.
when she starts trying to talk at the end, I'm like, oh no.
Like
I'm
I do
a
like the
bad
whole
person.
like bully thing aspect
Yeah,
of it,
it
but
just
like,
it felt like that movie about Helen Keller when she put her hand in the water and then she signed water in the girl's hand and said water out loud. I was like, ugh.
yeah, like I mean, it was a good story. I don't know. I was kind of bored watching it, honestly.
I liked it. It wasn't as
I
good
didn't
as like
dislike it.
It wasn't as good as like Your Name or something like that. Or
I just think it was overrated.
yeah. I mean, at what is that, 19?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's especially if Your Name isn't above it. Your Name is definitely better.
Yeah, even
I would watch.
What's the show we watched last year?
Suzume is not as good as that.
I preferred Suzume too.
Over that?
Yeah, I did.
No shot.
Yeah, I did.
I think A Silent Voice is definitely better than Suzume. I think Suzume is one of the weaker ones. I just think the animation is great. Yeah. But A Silent Voice has really good animation too.
Yeah, I mean they all do.
Nothing touches Your Name, so that's kind of surprising that Your Name
of that
is below
genre,
that.
Yeah. But A Silent Voices also came out and it just blew up. So like that's the only issue with Mile. A lot of them it's more hype than quality for where it stands.
I think people just felt bad because it was a deaf girl.
Jesus Christ.
It's a good movie, and I get it, but it's not better than Your Name. Your Name is so fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, of all that genre, that is the one that I will say like deserves every ounce of praise it's ever gotten for and music, animation, story, all that.
You ever seen Wolf Children? I'm trying to see somebody. I want to talk to somebody else that's seen that shit.
Seen Wolf's Rain?
No, Wolf Children. So like a lot of people talk about it. It's another one of those. It's kind of in the same realm. It's not a romance, but it's one of those like you're supposed to cry watching it. I did not like it.
This thing, like I kind of don't like dramas that are like that. Like here's where you cry, here's where you be sad. Like when it's like overdone, you know. Like the whole point is just to be sad. I don't know. You might like it. I would say watch it and tell me what you think. I watched this a long time ago too, when I was getting more into anime. This was before I met you. This was when I was in. This would probably been like 2016 ish, maybe 2017, like early 2017. I was trying to watch a lot of stuff, and that one was free somewhere. It might have been on Crunchy or something like that. I didn't love it, and I'm trying to talk. Wolf Children.
Wolf Children, yeah. It's about wolf children. I can't give you too much because it like defeats the whole purpose if you watch it.
Yeah, I get you.
If you watch it and you say like, if you tell me I'm fucking stupid for not liking it, then I'll go back and watch it to see if I have a movie or a show. It's a movie.
I can watch it. Wolf Children.
Wolf Children, yeah.
Wolf Children. Okay.
You may have to yo ho ho it, but it is definitely
because Wolf Reigns is a series.
Do not pay for it.
Yeah, I thought Wolf Rain was going to be more of like an action shonen, and it
sounds like it is. It sounds like a power fantasy.
It's like it kind of is, but it's really more of like a sad story than anything. So like wolves are kind of like they can turn into humans. Okay, but they're like being hunted down to extinction, like trying to do genocide. So it's like about a pack of wolves that are like trying to survive, basically in the human world, where like they're being hunted to extinction.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I watched it because it was I saw a clip on Toonami and it was like an action scene, so I thought it was gonna be more of an action show, and it was more about the drama of them being genocided. And I was very much not disappointed by the fact that it had less action because the story was good, and it got sad, but not that like you need to be sad and cry sad. It's just like, no, this shit's just dark and fucked up and depressing. I prefer like that.
Fireflies.
No, not to that degree. Nowhere near that.
No, but that style where it's like Jesus Christ, this is heavy. I'm sad.
Yeah, but it's not like, like some of those stories, like Silent Voice does it, Your Name kind of does it, where like you can clearly tell it's like setting up this point to be sad, as opposed to the story itself just being a sad story. Like it's just the world is fucked kind of story. You know what I mean? Like I prefer like where the world is just fucked, and so it's sad because of that. And they're telling a story within this fucked world, as opposed to like the world is great except for these couple of people in this specific scenario that's super sad. Like I prefer that more overarching vibe than just like the aesthetic of like this is made to just make you feel shitty.
Fair enough.
Number 20 is March Comes In Like a Lion, the second season. I have no idea what the fucking year that is.
I've heard of it, but I have not watched it.
21, Code Geass.
Hell yeah. Goat Geass, baby.
Specifically season 2, Lelouch of the Rebellion.
Hell yeah. Goat Geass. I don't know if I thought... Yeah, season 2 is definitely better than season 1.
Season 2 is definitely better. I mean, granted, they're both without season 1.
Right.
I don't know. That's one of those shows where like neither season really stands out alone because season 1 doesn't really have a good ending, and season 2's ending is only good if you've seen the first season. Yeah. So like with shows like that, I'm like, why do you grade them as different seasons? Like I get that they got a second name, but like in my eyes, it's all one season and it's phenomenal. It deserves where it should be. 22 is the Gintama movie. 23 is the Apothecary Diaries, which I keep hearing about.
I've heard it's great,
and we even talked about it. And like
we've talked about watching a lot of things. Though.
Yeah,
we talked about Apothecary Diaries because I keep hearing about how amazing the animation is, and then we've talked about Shangri-La Frontier. We've talked about the I think it's called Apothecary Bride. Isn't that what it was called? That's the one we definitely talked about.
Yeah, I remember talking about that one too. Something Bride, Apothecary's Bride, or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just need to just sit down and watch one of these shows. Every time I say I'm going to watch something else, then another show or movie comes out and it starts taking up my time, and then I end up not doing it. 24 is Look Back. I have no idea what the fuck
brand
that
new.
is.
It's brand new. It just came out. It's like an hour long. It's still in theaters right now. I've heard that it is fucking great. I mean, it's good.
Good?
Yeah, I was going to say good and great at the same time.
It's good.
Yeah. It's that.
Okay.
It's number 24. 24.
Yeah.
24?
22 is Gintama movie.
No way.
Yeah, dude, Gintama's all over. There's
wait,
more.
So 25 was that thing?
No, 23 was Apothecary Diaries. 24 was Look Back.
Oh, and 25 is...
Monster.
Oh. I haven't finished that yet.
Yeah, I was like, the show you're currently watching, it's about a post-Nazi that wants to genocide basically. I don't
Everybody.
Yeah, it's like not even Jews. She just
It's
wants
not a
to kill
specific group.
everybody.
It's just he wants everyone to feel his pain.
He's like, I am the perfect race, and we lost, and now I just want the world to burn. In very fucked up ways, and he does a lot of fucked up shit. It's very good though. 26.
Same guy that wrote Astro Boy, not Astro Boy. Pluto.
Yeah.
Sorry.
26 is more Gintama, different arc.
This is why it gets annoying because it's like this list could be like fucking 10 anime so far.
27 is the second season of Monogatari. Owari Monogatari specifically. It's phenomenal. Just pervy. It's just like I said, it sucks that such a great show is hidden and trapped behind such a perverted mind.
That's all right. That's what a lot of people say about Golden Boy, but I don't remember it being like.
Oh, it is. You're out of your mind. That show.
I don't remember. I watched the shit out of that. I don't remember some. Maybe I watched like a different version because I don't. Some of these scenes I've seen like on Twitter. I'm like, I don't remember that.
Oh, it is
the shower scene. I don't fucking remember at all.
It's one of the most perverted anime out there, and it's.
I'm gonna rewatch it.
Yeah,
it's so fucking funny though. 28
is the third season of ReZero. I couldn't even finish the second. I fucking got.
I watched one episode.
Yeah,
it's fun. Every episode's 45 minutes too.
Yeah, that's the main character, man. He just sucks, and like,
well, that's the point though.
It's like a
Subaru.
Yeah, it's a great concept. Just execute it.
I've heard the new season's good though. I guess season 3.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's on 28 on the list.
I heard it's good.
I just can't get into it. I just don't like.
Don't matter to me. It's isekai. Yeah. I'm very hit and miss with isekai anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the most renowned right now. I just don't know why.
I can suck my dick.
29 is
29?
The finale of Attack on Titan.
Okay.
I don't know.
Where the fuck is Yu Yu Hakusho?
Oh, you're not in here, baby.
It's too low.
It's actually, excuse me, to get the whole title, Attack on Titan Final Season - the Final Chapters. Because you guys single out what part of the final season it is.
I mean, they definitely have the right part of Attack on Titan super high up because that definitely is the best season. And then I would say the next best part is probably that.
Yeah. Everything except the ending was great.
Yeah, and even then it was fine. No. Didn't really fucking bother me, but
it didn't bother me.
You get bothered by a lot more than I do.
It's not okay. It didn't bother me. I just thought they just dropped the ball at the ending.
Yeah, and I was fine with it.
They kind of scapegoated. They turned the main character.
It took so long to come out that I was just like, I don't care. Just fucking end it.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, I already knew how it ended, but I was like, oh, so you just basically like turned this dude into a villain and then scapegoat him out of being a villain. Mm-hmm. Like, just if they would have just had him just be like become the villain and own it, I would have been fine with it. But then they try to like walk it back, and I'm like, all right.
I didn't want to be too fascist.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, we're fascist, but like, we didn't want to be fascist. Like,
somebody made us do this.
Yeah, like I tried to stop
my brother.
Yeah, I tried to stop myself from genociding 3/4 of the planet. I just couldn't stop myself.
Couldn't stop it. I could see the future. My young me told old me to do this.
Yeah, and he's like crying. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And then fucking, what's her name? Fucking the main chick. Yeah, like I remember like loving her because she's such a badass, and people talking about how she's such a shit character.
Turned into a fucking lover girl.
Yeah, she was such a fucking Sakura, and I didn't even. And I went back and watched, and I realized she was the whole fucking time.
Yep,
she just had badass moments, but like her character was so fucking lame. She did cool things like Levi, so we let it go. But rewatching it, I realized how fucking lame she was.
I wonder why she did cool stuff like Levi.
Well, I mean, yeah, we know why now, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, she was so terribly written. And then and it even seems like it was written well at first, with like in the originals thing.
You're so mad.
I am because like,
to be fair, you went back and you watched it again.
Yeah, and it ruined it. Honestly, rewatching it, almost like it was super cool seeing the threads and things that were laid out before, but also how much was set up that he kind of threw away. Like her whole thing of like him saving her as a kid, and that's why she followed him and loved him. And then they just threw that whole piece away at the end. I was like, oh, like all the cool shit you set up in the beginning, you followed through on, and then just ended. It all ended bad. Every cool thread from the first 2 seasons ended terribly.
All right, so what's 30?
The Violet Evergarden movie.
I don't think I watched the movie.
Yeah, you should. You should. It's really, really good.
Maybe I have, because there's multiple movies.
This is literally just the movie. When did this?
Oh no, they have a movie that's literally just a basically recap of the whole show.
The one that came out in 2020.
Okay, I'll watch it.
It's good.
I mean, I loved the show. The show was fucking awesome.
Okay, and I'm gonna say 31 just because it's your name.
That much lower than fucking.
Yeah, I just wanted you to know how far down it is.
That's crazy, dude.
You know it's 32.
What are we just gonna do? Top 50 at this point?
No, I just wanted
because there was so much Gintama.
32.
We didn't even get to enjoy 30.
we got to do at least 10 more because like at least half.
Let's just go to 50.
So 32 is Kingdom, the 3rd season. I've always heard that show is super fucking good.
Yeah, I have a guy at work that tells me to watch it every day.
Yeah, and I've never done like more than 2 episodes of it. And I'm like, it seems cool. Like maybe one day I'll get into, which works. Like I love the Dynasty Warriors series and all the romance of the 3rd Kingdom. And people are like, oh yeah, if you love that stuff, you'll love Kingdom. And I'm like, oh cool. And then I just never go back and watch it. And like, you like anime and romance of the 3 Kingdoms? This is that. I know it's not the exact same time period, but it's like if you like one. And then what was that other Chinese anime we watched?
Fuck. I remember it. What was that shit called? Yeah. Was that Seven Samurai?
No.
Or Samurai 7 or whatever the fuck? I remember what you're talking about, but I can't. Oh, it was Blades of the Immortal Guardians or some shit like that.
Yeah,
what it was called?
And my friend's like, oh, so you watch that, but you watch Kingdom? And I'm like, oh, this was short. It was like
short.
Yeah,
it was like fucking 20 episodes.
Season. Yeah. 33. I just wanted to keep going because 33 is
just
more
give me
Gintama.
2. Yeah, give me up to 35 and then we'll call it.
33 is the silver. Wait, so this says the Silver Soul arc, but the other one said the one that was up there was also the Silver Soul arc.
So it could be part 1.
Soul
it could
arc,
be part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, so I'm assuming. So apparently the part 2 is better. I don't know why I can't say silver. Silver Soul arc. There we go.
Good job.
34 is season 2 of Vinland Saga.
Really?
Yeah,
above
higher than season 1. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I agree though. I think it's a better arc.
I do not agree. I do like the arc. It's not better than season 1.
I think it's a better
season
arc.
1 is so good. No, season 2 is. I mean, it just depends what kind of anime you want to watch. Do you want to watch all character building? Then yes, it's better. But dude, I mean, season 1 is a whole war.
I will give my anime list this. Like, I mean, when you get outside of the action aspect of anime, like. Most of these shows in the top half aren't very action heavy. No. They're more story driven. I do think season 2 has a better story than season 1.
What's 35?
35 is 2nd season of Jujutsu Kaisen. The exact opposite of what we were just describing.
Yeah, that's all fucking killer, no filler.
There's plenty of story in season 2. The first 4 episodes.
Yeah, the fucking where they go back in time.
Yeah, where they give you all the story to get to the fighting.
Yeah, before they can just murder everybody in Shibuya.
I mean, there's story in the Shibuya arc. You just don't know what the fuck is going on
because it's just about murder.
Yeah, like I just had to Google what the story was. So I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Why is he in this box? I thought you said it was 23 minutes. What the fuck?
Yeah,
was it 23 minutes? 2 hours? Whatever the fuck it was. That time he had to like. Be there. That doesn't matter. I'm not going to go into it again. 36 is the second season. What are we doing?
I said to 35.
You said 50 before.
Yeah, well, I then looked at how long we've been recording, and then I changed my mind.
I was like, I can keep talking. There's more shows in here that I was going to keep talking about them.
No, it's okay. We're good. We've done enough time. We were almost at 2 hours. I think we've done enough.
I've let go of the phone. I've let go of the here.
So
I've let go of the list.
Next week, you will have listened to music.
Yes.
And
I need more stuff to knock over.
No, you don't. Please don't.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to knock all that stuff over.
It'll be before I go to California. So.
Okay.
But I'll only be gone. I'm going there for the funeral and then coming back.
Yeah, like immediately.
Yeah, the next day. So.
You're going to be jet lagged.
No, because I took Monday off too.
Oh. I mean, you're still going to be jet lagged.
Not really. California's only fucking 2 hours behind.
Yeah, but doing it like one day and then going back the next day. We just had daylight savings this weekend. You're gonna be rough.
I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I probably won't.
Just let me feel bad for you, Jesus.
Just feel bad for me for why I'm going there, man.
I mean, obviously, I feel bad for you. You're going for a fucking funeral. Obviously, I feel bad for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna see family I haven't seen like 30 years.
Yeah, it's super awkward.
Yeah, it's gonna be really weird.
Funeral. And it's like, how have you been? They're trying to catch up with you. Like, I'm kind of trying to grieve. Can we not catch up right now? Like, yeah. But it's like the only time you get to, so like you get it, and it's just. So yeah, I feel bad for you. I don't know what else you want me to say. Way to make it weird, bro.
Kill Whitey.
I'm not gonna disagree. I'm just not saying
Exactly. That's how we feel today.
Ooh, don't speak for me. We are not a monolith.
I'll show you a monolith. It's a very small monolith.
Moving on.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys. And I can't wait to see you next week.
Yeah, so my goal is to start working that top 30 list. So say that I've seen everything on that list.
And you're gonna work on that list that I sent you of music.
Yeah, work on your list of music, and then I'm gonna start working down the top 30 anime in my anime list.
All right. Is that our goal? Well, that's our goal by like next year.
I am not setting a timeline. I'm just
when I have someday before death.
When I have downtime, I'm just gonna pick up a new series because like I'm still watching One Piece, even though it's not in the top 30, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still reading Boruto, Hunter x Hunter. There's still shit coming out that I'm like done. Every season, there's going to be some new show. So I'm just going to, in the downtime, I want to finish Monogatari. I'm back into it. So I just want to burn through it and say I've done it. It's bothering me that I've watched most of this series, but I haven't finished what's out.
I believe in you.
I have to take breaks to get
that. I'm trying to scratch off that whole fucking poster that I have.
It's like
that's why I chose Steins Gate. Well, that and it's number 4 on that fucking my anime list.
Because most of the arcs only 3 or 4 episodes on it. Because usually every season has like 2 or 3 arcs in it. So it's like I watch an arc 3 or 4 episodes, and I got to shower. Watch an arc, got to shower. Got to get the ick off.
All right. Well, yeah. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next week.
All right. Love you. Miss you. Bye. Rise for destruction!